Aloha, I'm Will Lidgate. I live on Kauai.
The most beautiful place on the planet.
Welcome to my movie.
Will is one of the happiest people you'll ever see playing music. You know, some people play and you know that they're excellent musicians, but with Will you see both this technical brilliance and his love and passion for his music.
He's a great bass player.
It was really an honor to play with him.
Will's joy for life, the joie de vivre, is what I love so much about him.
My name is Will.
One of those guys that's just a born bass player. Just the way he feels it, lays it down, and he's got an amazing ear, so that's super important.
Will's a sweetheart. He's also crazy as a loon.
I remember the first time I touched an instrument. I was in 4th grade, and we were just getting into school band program, and I got a trombone. And I brought the trombone home, and I hadn't yet had a lesson on the trombone. But I took it out of the case, and I put the mouthpiece in, and just leaned back. One day, my dad came home with an electric bass. And, you know, my dad gave me my first lesson, and he also taught me how to tune.
You can feel when you meet Will the eclectic and interesting upbringing he had, that art and the love for creativity. He was nourished on that.
He's very enthusiastic and he's making all kinds of faces and getting into it. So I think it comes from the, getting entranced by the music, where you get into it so much you don't care what you look like or what's going on. You're just, you're possessed. So that's a good sign.
I don't know if I quite understand it. It just kind of happens when I have fun. Like when I think it's cool, or if someone else does something that was cool and I'm backing them up. I'm like, yeah, play a little more, play faster, play louder. There's something, it's like satisfying. And there's a victory in there.
And the subtlety and the technical brilliance, and that he's always listening and he's always responding. He's like a great lover, and what you would want in a lover. That's how he plays music.
He and I just looked at each other and we'd locked into the rhythm just almost instantaneously, and it's very, very unusual. It showed me after just meeting him for a matter of 30 minutes that I was playing with somebody who had a tremendous amount of talent, not just skill as a musician, but had the openness to be able to share the energy with the other band members and hook up.
It's like sex, really the best thing is when you're with another partner that really listens to you and can play with you, but if you don't have that, you can still play with yourself. The studio is really fun. I'm excited about the studio because it's a great place to encourage people. What you were doing was great, Kala. You were just like, I saw you feeling it, This is a great moment, right? We got a film crew and everything. Crazy, man. I always wanted a film crew.
He's able to blend with you, be right with you, and then help you take the next steps forward.
Because when people are just ready, and you just roll that tape and just go for it and kind of embrace mistakes, to get to that thing that's beyond them, really great stuff comes out. Little kids. Teaching little kids is great. I don't even think I'm making a difference. And then I talked to the parents and I found out they've been singing on top of spaghetti all covered with cheese all week. And I'm like, wow, I'm really, all these families are profoundly feeling the effects of my teaching. Deeply. Covered with cheese. I don't know, just encouraging people. I don't know. It's do it, man. Get that. Go get it.
You never feel like he's I don't know, like he's talking down to you. It's more like we're on this journey exploring together. There are a lot of great players who aren't great teachers. And there are teachers, they may not be great players, but they're good teachers. But Will is that rare combination of both.
I think fun is a good way to learn. If you're having fun, you're probably remembering things, you're probably enjoying yourself, and things are going to stick a little bit more.
Yeah, I see him more that way. But what you were just doing
Right.
was like,
With the open strings,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
adds the drone
yeah,
element.
yeah,
Open
beautiful.
strings are so cool.
Yeah, I think my philosophy of teaching is try to find out where the person's at and then bring them up from there. Tap, 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 slap.
What's the importance of music in your life?
Music saves people's lives. I think music probably saved my life too, you know, in times of trouble. Music has been there, and there were definitely times in my life when, you know, turning on some Bob Marley, you know, or something was what made me feel good and okay about myself, and like there was love and joy in the world. And did you know that when people sing together, the same chemicals are released in the body and brain that are released during orgasm and breastfeeding? Oxytocin is actually released when people sing together. I'm telling you, when people sing together, they get along. It's just this magical thing.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
so Will, all I got to say is just as Charles Wright says, express yourself.
Will, you rock, brother. You were one of the funnest guys I've ever played with, and I'm looking forward to playing with you again.
Will, you're our beautiful soul.
And always inspired, always upbeat.
He holds his own with anybody I've played with.
E, A, D, G. Every bassist digs groove.
Every bassist digs groove.
How much do you practice?
Ooh, don't ask that.
That's okay.
It's embarrassing. I practice my bass for 18 hours a day, every day.